Morning broke across the valley floor, armor gleamed and giants roared. Israel stood with their hearts pulled tight, while fear grew stronger in the fading light. He stepped out daily, tall and proud, his voice like thunder mocking loud. Send me a man if you dare to fight. But none moved forward, none dared the night. Saul stood silent, crown weighed down, hope abandoned in a trembling crown. For 40 days the challenge rang, and no one stirred, the war horn sang. But in the hills where lambs still fed, a shepherd boy bowed low his head. He heard no horn, no fear, no fame, just a whisper of purpose, a burning name. Giants rise with sword and shield, they roar and boast across the field. But faith walks in with sling and song, for the battle is the Lord's, and the weak are strong. He brought the bread, the shepherd's task. No sword, no armor, no soldier's mask. But fire rose as the taunts grew loud, and fear fell heavy on the crowd. Who is this man that mocks our Lord? Why does no hand reach for the sword? His brother scoffed and turned away, but David's heart refused to sway. He stood before the trembling king and spoke of lions, bears, and sling. When they came from my flock, I stood alone, but the Spirit of God was my flesh and bone. This Philistine is no more strong, his boastful breath won't last for long. Saul gave his armor a heavy cage, but faith can't wear the weight of age. Giants rise with sword and shield, they roar and boast across the field. But faith walks in with sling and song, for the battle is the Lord's, and the weak are strong. Down to the brook where silence lay, he stooped and chose the stones that day. 5 smooth truths in his leather bag, more faith than fear, no need to brag. The sun beat down, the ground stood still, each step a song, each breath God's will. No sword to shine, no spear to raise, just trust that burned in unseen blaze. The giant laughed, his shadow wide, a mountain dressed in wrath and pride. Am I a dog? The warrior hissed. Come face me, boy, you won't be missed. But David stood, no tremble, no cry, with fire of heaven in his eye. I come with a name you defy today, and this stone will speak what words won't say. Giants rise with sword and shield, they roar and boast across the field. But faith walks in with sling and song, for the battle is the Lord's, and the weak are strong. The sling swung once, then twice in air, and silence fell through all despair. A breath was held, a sky stood still, then stone met flesh by sovereign will. The giant stumbled, thunder cracked, his body fell, his boast went black. No blade was drawn, no hero crowned, just faith and courage shaking ground. The army froze in stunned retreat, while Israel's cry rose from the heat. David stood where giants bled, with trust in God, not skill or threat. The valley echoed heaven's might, a shepherd's stone had won the fight. And still today that truth holds fast, the weak will rise, the proud won't last.